Across the face slide. Big putt. Another in.
Jeremy Hill. No, it's Pedersen.
Pedersen takes the mark.
Is it a clean mark? Well, I think he's grabbed it before it's hit the post, so that should be a clean grab, I would hope.
The ex-root for his new club. Kicks the goal. He would have been given 50 regardless.
I think the GWS coaching staff will be looking at this matchup with intent.
He tried to play on then, Sylvia. The umpire allowed him to have another crack at it.
Look at the tackles, boys, and I think that's what Mark Neal, the coaching staff, would wrap. 20 tackles to Melbourne, 11 to GWS.
Back in last week and preferred to Salah for today's game. Salah, one of the omissions for the Melbourne team. Just 2 steps. That's all he needed.
Looked at when they picked up a number of these players, the Shannon Burns types and the Cam Pedersens. They need to have an impact. They'll get opportunities. There's no guarantees of games here at Melbourne. You've got a young list. If you're not playing well, you'll keep turning them over and getting games into the inexperienced players. But Cam Pedersen starts well today.
Clark mark. He didn't mark it, but he had a quick look around, just scouting as to where the opposition was. Said, I'm off. I can take you on, Gillum. Let's touch a Buddy Franklin here. Mitch Clark, top of the square. He mightn't have kicked it himself like Buddy, but they're still going to get the goal. Cam Pedersen already with one under the belt. Probability says from here it'll be another.
Burns goes along the line inside to Sylvia. He heard the voice. Sylvia pumps a kick down towards the pocket, going back with a flight of it. Terrific by Pedersen. Tapscott was coming in as well, but Pedersen eyes only for the footy. Generally they sort of move around like that. There you go, and he's bending it back, and it is easy for everybody. Pedersen has watched them do it, but he puts it through. 121 to 88.
Nice support of Pedersen. He goes over to Pedersen now. Better from the Demons here. A couple of bounces. The former Kangaroo. 3 bounces now. He gets towards the 50. He sends it long. Oh, that's an outstanding kick from outside 50. The Demons not done with yet.
Just using the wide open spaces here at Skoda Stadium, and a fantastic finish here from Cam Pedersen. Back into red time in the 3rd quarter. Giants need to hang on. Demons need to peg one back.
Yep. You know, they've been criticised at times for some of their post-siren reactions. Lyndon Dunn in short, Mark not taken. Ball still alive. Pedersen close to the line to ice the game. Melbourne finally are winners.
At the moment, and they've had a clear win in that department. Isn't it terrific to see the Demons win a game with a moment of brilliance? It's been a hard slog for them for a long period of time.
With a pass from Bale, sends it long inside the forward 50. Pedersen going back with a flight. Oh, that was a good mark. He gets it. Melbourne are looking good, and they are. Renewed confidence of the MCG as far as Melbourne are concerned. Looking to go back to back.
He tries to stiff arm him. He waits for some help, and then the centering kick wasn't quite there to Nate Jones. On to Pedersen. The stand and deliver. Kennedy Harris under the footy. He's got it over the top. He's got it over the top, Pedersen.
Waiting, gets it off to Howe, runs to 50, gets inside the ball. It's coming back. It's coming back. Oh, it's a mark. Oh, beautiful Pedersen. Just got inside the ball, and Pedersen read it beautifully, came in from the side, and from point blank range goes back and puts it through, and we've got a ball game here, scores level at the MCG.
Jump out of the blocks, take it on in the 3rd quarter. There's the jump. That was a good lead, good mark. But then Richmond, we put the acid on them. Season on the line, they kicked 2. Now Melbourne have answered back. I tell you what's disappointing from a Richmond perspective. The only bloke flying was Stephen Morris. Where are all the talls down on the goal line? We spoke about Jamar's influence. 4-zip the clearances in this last quarter. Melbourne's way. He's just come off
towards Pedersen.
He's been lovely, hasn't he, Bruce Pedersen?
Slow, steady approach, and he's kicked it. That is a magnificent kick.
from Cam Pedersen. He's got his second. The Demons, a little bit of breathing space.
Mark Jamar was absolutely knackered. He had to come off for a spell. He was gasping for it. Got stuck out on the wing in a couple of contests. Needed a quick spell. They couldn't rotate a big man in. So poor old Bernie Vince had to contest the centre square bounce. And then there's Pedersen taking that good contested mark up forward and a beautiful kick.
Neatly cross, handball to Watts. A good ball movement here by the D's. And it should end with Pedersen.
Well done.
There's one thing he can do, and that is take a mark. And he's got that 30 metres out directly in front.
He's having a good month of footy. Yeah, I know, but he was never going to make that when the ball came inbound.
So Cam Pedersen, 5 goals, 6 coming into today. He's put that one straight through. And they're back within 14.
What?
Instead, Watts coming up to meet it.
Clever tap.
And got it through to Jones. Now Salem, we see what he can do off the left. He's helped his team
that's
get...
holding the man.
So he marked it anyway. He marked it anyway. You've got to get very close to the man on the mark.
Don't rush it.
Fan out at the end and just get real elevation on it across the banana kick.
Pedersen strikes it well. Melbourne are within a point.
The best clear winner on the ground, Cam Pedersen.
Smart play by Watts, as you said, Doom. Just keep that ball alive by tapping the ball out in the corridor. I'm just trying to look at who they might be able to change over on from Homch. Carlisle's gone to Frawley, so maybe you can do something like that.
In the Melbourne, this is good to watch.
Good pressure.
McKenzie just floats it a little on Pedersen. Great protection, Pedersen.
You know, a really good kick called, Dwayne, too.
To pull this margin back to 3 goals. Just squeezes it in. And Melbourne's belief is growing. Frawley's short. He goes Pedersen, who can load up perhaps. There's no one in the square. He drives it. It's long. It's strong. It's absolutely brilliant.
Bottom of screen, just peeling off to the right is Salem for the little chip over the top. Cam Pedersen just set sail for goal. What a great finish.
Yeah, I love the fact that he hits the goal square here. He kicks it out in front of Watts, but hits the goal square. So the reality is the ball will likely get the result that he achieved straight through the middle with the bounce.
Nothing's wrong. Someone is going to the country.
Dawes to Viney. Demons. Going to be a big turnaround here. They can kick a goal, and Pedersen's got the opportunity.
It's their best movement of the football today.
Cam Pedersen to cut the margin to 40, which he duly does. Matt Jones looking up with Grimes again. Some positive run. Probing ball. Pedersen well placed to leap up and mark.
He's turned himself into a very dangerous forward this season. Last year, a disappointing year for Pedersen after a short stint with North Melbourne. Since coming across over the last 18 months, has worked into some really good form.
Demons have had just 4 players, as the Dogs have, in double figures this year. In terms of goals, Cam Pedersen is one of those. 10 goals, 8 for the year. Kicked 1 last week. Strikes that well. And it is first blood to the Demons at Etihad Stadium.
Haven't been able to find the second target so far.
Dawes, long ball. Gee, completely outnumbered. Pedersen's going to get the free kick, and Hogan will be incredibly beneficial to the D's. He's kicked 11 goals for the season. And that's a good finish. The opening goal of the second half.
Kennedy Harris, Melbourne having a little run here. Get it deep. Pedersen, he's a strong mark. And he shows it. Here is Pedersen. From the pocket, the Melbourne side desperately needs some accurate kicking. And they get it.
Oh, if he cleared away there, Jones, you just about take him on for a ball kick.
Good kick.
Well done.
And a nice take too under some pressure there, Pedersen, because it was a difficult angle knowing that Jamie Bennell is coming back at him.
But he has been a find for Melbourne. Good workhorse half forward who will run at the footy.
13 goals for the season. And he kicks that truly. And Melbourne get their first goal for the final quarter. In fact, they get 2 in a row.
Yeah. So he's able to take it out wide to Howe. And now cross. And they're inside 50. Not the best sort of delivery for a forward. Pedersen, they read it beautifully.
As you use that word, deployed forward this week, which means that Litherland gets his shot in a key defence post.
So Pedersen comes in and his kick is deadly accurate. What a start for the D's.
you do tend to try and take that half chance to play on and kick it from the goal square.
Jones, I've got another crack here.
Well
Pedersen's been in good marking form today.
Yes.
Brings that one down. He's taken 4 marks today, already has a goal. He and Garlett have kicked them all. Just about for the Demons. He puts it through. 2 goals each for Pedersen and Garlett. Been tied up numerous times in tight situations. That's well done. And Vandenberg. And he finds Pedersen inside the 50. So Pedersen, who has 2 goals to his name.
Well done, Ken.
He's kicked that well also. This is an unusual situation. Melbourne have only got 2 goal kickers and they've both kicked 3 goals each.
High ball, bounces down towards half court. They get behind the defence, at least initially. Short pass from Spencer, and Pedersen, a powerful kick, has taken the mark directly in front. A goal here. The Demons will lead. Looks pretty good, powerful and accurate.
Well, Demons running everywhere at the moment, and then just a long ball to the top of the square. Jesse Hogan not quite. Pedersen rose, and Pedersen, he opens the second half perfectly for the Demons.
Have a look here, Hogan. Just as the jump at the ball is what we love about him. Didn't quite grab it, but the ball just tends to drop to the front of him. Almost every time he jumps at the footy, the ball just comes in those few metres.
Goes with his left boot inside the forward 50. Big pack at the drop. Waiting behind Hogan. Knew where the help was. Pedersen goes in and kicks a goal. He's got 3. Well played by Turby, at least initially. Then coughed it up. Brayshaw, clever hands. Gets it through Pedersen. Open goal beckons. And he's got it. Great start now by Melbourne. They're putting it on the board. Kick inside the forward 50. Off hands. Frost releases Pedersen. Should be a goal. And he's got it. His second.
So Grant with the clearing kick. It's going to fall into the hands of Wagner. We can kick the Demons deep inside forward 50. Pedersen's got it. So Cam Pedersen can slot this home, and he does. Melbourne get back out by 45 points.
And this helps re-entries. Forwards love a quick re-entry, Lynchy, because quite often your defenders is caught out of position, and as a forward there, you can have a good clean jump at it. The defender's not in the right spot, not on his shoulder. Pedersen rubs his hands together in a one-on-one. That's a good contested mark, going a good finish.
Very tight confines, are able to keep it alive. The Demons right down towards the hot spot again. Sard, a couple of opportunities, couldn't take it. Pedersen off the pack, and he'll kick the goal. It's all going beautifully for the Demons.
It's really good work from the midfield and their forwards to keep the ball, to trap the ball in their forward half, have secondary efforts, secondary entries, and that is a really good goal again for Cam Pedersen. So he'd be very happy with his output today. Rory Thompson spoke to him pre-game. He's got that ankle syndesmosis injury that's still at least 2 weeks away, so today's going to play an important role. There's a holding free kick from this stoppage.
Usually pretty accurate from this position.
Should fix him, Brownie.
It's the skip up now, Cam Pedersen. And the umpire just arches his back. It's another goal for the Demons. What a magnificent night.
They lead by 2 straight kicks. 11 points the margin. Can they make it 3 kicks? Pedersen. They've been on the end of repeated spankings from Hawthorn over and over and over. Hawthorn have won the past 13 against Melbourne. They're going to have to pull something massive from the fire today, or the streak will be broken.
It's 10 minutes. Salem, that's a punishing kick for Lewis. He had Garlett on, but he saw something he liked better, and that was Cam Pedersen, who's drifted to a much better spot to have a shot for goal. So we'll get a pretty early indication from this angle. Looks good. Looks even better now as it sails between the sticks. And Melbourne reassert themselves at Etihad, a 14-point margin.
Week off with personal issues after the passing of his father, Kennedy. Little one, Jaden Hunt, top of the square, Pedersen!
15 gone.
Into the body of Burton, then it becomes almost an uncontested chest mark. Good body use.
He's been out of favour largely for a couple of years. Broke his wrist in 2015. Gets his opportunity with Spencer and Gawn watching on. Dees will get their first major of the afternoon.
Melbourne intent to move the ball quickly and put the Crows under pressure. He sends this one high. Kent with the leap. Petrarca there as well. Pedersen out the back. You'll get the Demons second.
50. He goes long. We saw Petrarca come in from the side here, make a nice contest, and then it's just a good crumb goal. Sometimes getting inside your forward 50 quickly gives you an off chance of scoring. D's off to a good start.
And gain as much territory as he can. Long and Bug jumping over the top. And now Melbourne have got players everywhere inside 50. Petrarca can share it with a couple, and Pedersen will stroll into the open goal. Melbourne all over them at the moment. Shares it with Wiedemann. Melbourne looking threatening again. McDonald having to track backwards. Changes direction, pokes it short, kept a cool head, and Pedersen can go back. Got the opportunity at Melbourne after the injury to Max Gawn. He's making the most of it.
I reckon he'll put this through too.
At the moment. This is a big kick from Pedersen. It's pretty tight. It is there. Melbourne continue to march in this third quarter. Pedersen's got through.
North Melbourne, jumpers everywhere. Swallow, Wagner, Tyson, fast hands. Beautiful, through traffic, Salem, Petrarca. Wasn't that impressive. Tyson on the end to Pedersen. Gets a look from inside the centre square. Open goal square, hoping for a good bounce and got it. Really good from Pedersen. Quick hands. Gets rid of Mullet. Funny little handball, reckon it was a throw. Hannon for his fourth goal, didn't try it. Great control and composure. Pedersen kicked Melbourne's first goal of the day today. 13-minute mark of the first quarter, and here he is with a relatively easy one from 30 metres out, and no problems at all. 5-goal quarter for the Demons.
As we've said, it is such an important one.
Frost driving ball inside 50. High footy up, they fly over the back. Bug almost again off hands. Pedersen, little inside out slider. Got it. There's just over 7 minutes remaining. Max Gawn pumps it in long. Bug trying to come with a fly at the back. Terrific. Pedersen got his hands on the footy and it's stuck. Well said, Belly. Well, it certainly deserves a goal. It was a fine pack mark. The great feature of Australian football, well and truly on show tonight. If Pedersen kicks this, we're back to 10 points. He's kicked it.
There tonight to take contested marks. The Eagles' defence has been really good. Tommy McDonald had a bit of it as well, but game on.
On himself, I mean, will it come off? Well done.
Yeah, it was laced with Ricks, but it does produce an inside 50 and a promising one in Pedersen.
There it is, Hutto. Finally somebody takes a risk in this game from a Demons point of view, and it comes off.
So here's Pedersen. His chance again this week. Once again, Hogan on the sidelines. Must kick the goal and does.
Penetrating hand pass into the middle. May come back again. No. Deciding to go short was Melton.
I reckon you called it earlier when stage fright.
Yeah. Cam Pedersen came into the side when Max Gawn was out and did very well. He's kicked 10 goals in 12 games. This would just be the icing on the cake for the Demons this quarter. Kicks from 46 metres and gets it! What a 6-goal blast this has been from the Demons.
I really like Cam Pedersen as a player for the D's, Lynchy. To me, he just gives them so many options.
Towards Melksham, he turns, heads inside. Short pass to Pedersen. This will hurt. Sirens go to sound on him. Umpire holds off on the whistle. Momentum with the Demons.
Petrarca, but he makes it look good now. And here's Pedersen, and they should goal out of this. And wouldn't it be great for Jesse Hogan to take the mark and go back? And he didn't do that at all. Instead, he gives it over the top to Pedersen, who puts it through. And it's team first footy. One from Rich. Oh. Ratio, good body work, as it turns out.
In the side.
Sends it back to the square. Hogan looming, but Pedersen again.
Again, exactly the same flight path.
Yeah, just the one goal, but he's kicked one goal too. Just to even up the lead and give Melbourne a game-high 15-point advantage. Wasn't perfect, but the result is just fine. McStay, it clears the path for Pedersen. Lions have got one back. Cam Pedersen, he's had a big couple of weeks. It's getting bigger and bigger, Cam.
He was pushed out of the side when Big Max came back. He was not the preferred option. Despite the fact that he'd had brilliant form, he didn't sook, he just kept on working back in the VFL.
Here's an opportunity for Garland. Goes in towards full forward. He just needs a mark, and he's got it. Melksham will give it off. And Cam Pedersen finishes off. And here come the D's. They've got their 12th. And the Pies have got their problems.
He's always taken with intent to hurt, but nevertheless, it's been paid. Maynard goes long, and Pedersen has been able to mark the footy directly in front. So the goal rush continues. Chris Gott in disbelief. Cam Pedersen for a 5th Melbourne goal in amongst the 4 that the Cats have kicked. Directly in front, punt road, look at that, straight as an arrow.
Tumbles the ball forward, chance for Pedersen, whistle's gone.
Guthrie, undersized, worried about his bulk, just grabbed hold of his jumper. You see it clearly there, that first grab.
So Pedersen
Thanks, Mitch.
has one already. This to put the D's back in front. 2 kicks for Pedersen, 2 goals. D's by 4 points.
From Franklin's 2nd goal of the quarter. Petrarca with a rare, clean clearance out of the middle. There's Alir affecting him in the air. Pedersen, little dribble along the ground. Maybe a little fumble, it is.
Well, what is within reach? Obviously, 2 players down for the Swans. It's how Melbourne want to play the game. Now, they're playing 2 different styles here. The Swans are willing to use the short kick and mark game. Melbourne wants to kick it long to the contest.